Yes, good morning to all those who are in offline, online mode. And I hope all get refreshed even. Morning time, sometimes a few lectures after a holidays, it's become difficult to wake up at a Monday and come. For all it is, not only one, we are all humankind. And after sometimes the heavy lectures and loaded, it's difficult to complete the day even. So I have some refreshment this time just looking. Right, so just I have started to talk about the colony characters, right? So regarding the colony, or the culture. So first we are going to discuss about the culture characteristics within the liquid system. So in a broth. So few just points we have seen. Now we are going more in a detail to detail. It is related to the turbidity. It is like if you are going to take the some sample, like water sample, or when we are going in any markets, or we are going to purchase some cold drinks, right? Just after looking, like it's a bottle, some specific bottles are there. Right. If you are going to take out some liquids from it, there is simple cold drinks is there in a glass. Basically, sometimes you come to know that it is not of a good quality by just visualization itself. Sometimes you find that same liquid, whenever I'm purchasing, it's like a simple other than that buttermilk. 10 rupees or 15 rupees buttermilk is coming from the Amul, right? There they are giving the some dates over it. Okay, the date is given that after this date, it will be of a not that much good quality. The reason is what? That buttermilk is a continuous bacterial process is going on. So when you take that buttermilk in a glass, few parts will start. If you want to discuss, you can ask. No, in internal, please. Yeah, you can ask directly to me, not your colleague right now. In practical session, you can do. I will allow every time. Okay. So can be louder now? What is this means? Yeah, I'm going to say about it. First, I'm giving the example. Okay, just listen. When I will going to show about the tubes, you may concentrate. Initially, I will give the basic examples from the real life itself. Right? There you find any questions you can ask. Fine. It is better you may have the direct discussion, not an internal. Yeah. If you have some personal work or something, and that or something is that you can ask me that we are going to discuss, and I will allow to sit at the last side. I will never hang going to problem. Okay, but not in a continuous class. So the buttermilk, when you're taking in a glass, you start to come to know whether it is of a good quality or not. How you come to know? Sometimes just first is this that the plastic bags, it is coming like a half-liter pouch is there. Maybe you have seen that in a few days, or if it is not kept in the fridge properly, it is fully started to fill with the gas. It's like a bubble-like form. Have you seen such pouch? That means something has started to happen with it. Maybe it's when initially the bacteria may go for the fermentations, right? The bacterial fermentations will start. It may start to produce certain gases. If it is kept in the freeze or at a lower temperature, then that fermentation process maybe get halted. But what you have done, maybe you have kept outside. Okay, so temperature has rise, the bacteria start to show their growth. But now the overproduction, the buttermilk was there itself, but the overproduction has started, or the material is get fermented or the processed more and more. And this processing is general for the bacteria, but not for us. So we come to know that something has happened. So just by looking on the buttermilk, or after taking out, if it is a fully filled with the gas or not filled with the gas, you have cut with some canchi or by using your teeth sometime. Okay, that's our usual thing. We may take it out in a glass. Then after, two things may you observe. First one is the odor. Is there any smell is coming or not? Maybe it is coming to your near, to your mouth or nose. You must have find okay, something is not proper as today. Okay, it may be just buttermilk or something else also. Okay, second one is related to there. You are looking there like a liquid material. Maybe you find that color has changed. Sometimes the color has changed or some precipitation has started. So this is the basic part. By observing itself some sort of the food material, you come to know. Okay, like that only. When you are going to perform any experimentations, those who were present in the first lecture, practical hour, those who have prepared the liquid medium, right? Liquid medium on a first day, it was a very transparent. When it was inoculated and you have observed on a next day, their original, the culture was there, it was changed. That means it has some molecules has started to float inside or rotate within its system. So it is nothing but the bacteria started to grow. So that part we are calling here, it is related to the turbidity. That means maybe it is a somewhat color. Here it is looking somewhat fuzzy on a PowerPoint. Maybe it is, you can observe same thing I have uploaded on the your classroom itself, right? So it is like a transparent was there. Now it started to become somewhat whitish, or the change in there, you can say the observation has came. So opacity, particularly the opacity has changed. And that we are measuring generally using the colorimeter or the spectrophotometer. Okay, that is the related to the how to measure. Okay, the measurement of this can be possible in which method or the form. So here we are going to use the colorimetric part. So turbidity is nothing but the, it start to become somewhat fuzzy. Okay, એટલે કે થોડું ઘાટું થઈ ગયું હશે. પહેલા એકદમ ટ્રાન્સપરન્ટ હતું. Now the opacity has become that much lesser. Means what? Whatever the lights are coming, it is get start to absorb more. Means some of the things have started to grow over there, and that change the property of that liquid, and that we are going to measure. So what's going to happen if the bacteria on a hourly basis, if you are going to measure turbidity, can be measured on the 10 minutes or the continuous or hourly or at per hour requirement. So what you can do, turbidity, the growth of bacteria. Turbidity is nothing but the growth of the bacteria. That means the bacteria started to grow. When the bacteria start to grow, their suspension is going to include it, that absorbance capacity is going to increase. So if you can, you may have these tubes, or you are performing in a flask. Such experimentations, if you are performing in a flask, you inoculate it. One flask is kept as such, another flask has been inoculated with some amount of the bacterial suspension, and that you have kept in the shaking condition. What's going to happen? After every hours or after 30 minutes, if you take out the certain amount of the sample out of it in a test tube and keep this test tube into spectrophotometer. Okay, that amount is taken. Maybe you're knowing that a spectrophotometer using some cuvettes. Small cuvettes are there. These cuvettes are nothing but the sometimes made up of glass or sometimes quartz material. Okay, so what is the generally Beer-Chambers law it follows? So absorbance is going to be there. So we are going to measure the absorbance. Means maybe at after half an hour, if it is like E. coli, few bacteria just randomly able to grow. When you are going to do once again 1 hour, 2 or 5 hours, you may observe that bacteria started to grow more higher and higher, and your whole tubes became somewhat whitish. That is, the opacity has changed. That's called the turbidity, and it's also considered in the form of a viable count. Means the bacteria in the same their condition start to grow, and that growth we are going to measure. That will be considered as a viable growth count. We have one of the experimentations in our practical also. In the third unit is fully totally given for this. How the turbidity has changed, what factors are associated with this level of the bacterial to get growth. If we are going to add some chemicals within it, may they support, may they hinder their growth. If you are going to add certain antibiotics, then the growth may be hampered. Means you may add, if it is like 1 mg per ml, if I'm going to add the antibiotic, 1 mg per ml stock prepared and that be added, maybe the bacteria is started to grow slowly. If I'm going to add the 2 mg per ml, then the bacterial growth very less. If I'm going to 5 mg per ml, there will be no growth. Same thing is reverse. I may add the 0.1 ml. Okay, so bacteria may start to sustain. So when we are going to add any sort of the things within it, there is a no growth clear, and the turbidity, it becomes somewhat cloudy, fuzzy, whatever the term you may select. Okay, it's like a water is there. You may have added a certain drops of milk within a glass. If you are going to add the 1 or 2 spoon of the milk within a glass, you may observe that it start to become a somewhat fuzzy. That means it start to have the not transparent now. That part we can measure using our spectrophotometric assay. The first terminology, that is we are going to select our liquid culture for their checking the visibility based on like a turbidity. The turbidity is directly proportional to the bacteria what are they are growing. Okay, so we are going to measure their viable count, right? So this is connected with so many other aspects also. One by one we are going to learn in the third unit, that how this turbidity we are going to concern with the growth curve. That means the bacteria, how they are growing within the given time period. And there we are going to observe many things, that stages will be there, like lag phase, log phase, stationary and decline phase are coming. It means what? Some stages, it's like a growing. When we are a child, okay, some child is there, we have to nurture at least 6 years. Spoon feeding is required continuously. Afterward, the child start to come in the log phase, leg to log phase. It can eat very easily. Whatever been allowed or not allowed food, they are going to take. Okay, they can purchase from the outer side and they will. So leg to log phase may be a continuous. It can be continued up to 30 years. Whatever you may eat or the thing is going on, you are not going to get major problem. After 30 or after a 40, you are coming in a stationary phase. You have to manage and maintain your food and everything. If you are not, then the problems, digestive, stomach, some problems may start. Right now you are in a log phase. Whatever the availability from the canteen, you can eat. It will be tolerated by your body. When you are coming in a stationary phase, you have to manage and maintain. Stationary phase till the 50 or maximum 55, then the decline phase. If you are going to eat 2 times buttermilk, day next you are going to have some problem. Then the decline phase may be going to play to after 65 or 70. Okay, it may decline in a way that you have to manage every sort of things with supplemental outer side. Same thing is going to happen with the bacteria. As the human being we are, same physiological principles are applied. They are applied for this kind of a bacteria itself. So they are in a lag phase, log phase, stationary phase, and decline phase. So turbidity we are going to measure here. Currently, that is up to lag to log phase. Then after, bacteria will be there. Okay, but how to measure their viable count, that I'm going to discuss in the third unit. So first part, turbidity means what? Thodu cloudy. Yes. Okay, so I hope your questions may be clear now. Then, okay. So it is nothing but growth of the bacteria has started and it's become cloudy. And this is the basic characteristic. You can observe your sample or your culture is there, it has the bacteria or not. First visible sign. It is the characteristic of our culture medium. So I hope that first questions may be clear, the first point. Next is, yeah, sometimes there are the two possibilities are there, pellicle form and the sediments. Pellicles, that means on the upper layer, something has started to float. The bacteria, maybe you have kept in these tubes in the static condition. Same bacteria, otherwise if it is in shaking conditions, evenly spreaded. The whole your sample having the same turbidity. But now what happened? It has started to float. It is like sometimes you are having the buttermilk at your home. When you are taking your lunch box or at home also, the buttermilk start to, here it is like a sediment. Next part, that it may settle at the bottom. Here the picturization is only different. This buttermilk, you may observe that two layers are formed by itself. Upper part is the having the some like liquid portion is there, and the below it is having the sedimented part. Same maybe sometimes you are observing in reverse. Same in a buttermilk. That water part is liquid part is formed at the below, and the upper part having the more as a butter. Right. So maybe this is the physiology change of because of the bacteria in which temperature or the strain may have changed while inoculating your milk. Then only a change takes place. when it આપણે કે ને ઊંધું થયું છાસ માટે, બરોબર છે? છાસમાં આસ જે કઈ નીચેની બાજુ જ્યારે થઈ હોય ને ત્યારે આપણે એમ કે ઊંધું થયું, બરોબર છે? It is the reverse. When it is happened, sometimes we find that this is of a not good quality. Taste may also change. The reason is what? Maybe it having the higher amount of a proteinaceous material more, or the some other strain has started to be produced which has developed the more gaseous content, and all the property, the general property of your liquid, that is the buttermilk productions from the milk, has changed. So depend upon the strain it's happened. So all the bacterial suspension may have the following characteristic of the pellicle form or the sediment form. Pellicles means the bacterial suspension is floating at the upper layer. So in a first experimentation, some persons has came whether it's a contamination or not. So in the same E. coli, you may have observed that yes, that was a pellicle formation, and some has also shown with the sedimentation. So each of the point, I just told that I'm going to give the some same experimentations to you. While performing, some twist will come. Okay, same in the next experiment we are going to perform the twist in a way that the maybe we are going to club the 2 groups, 3 groups, or the 1 group is happened. How to do a calculations? It will be not a fully stereotype. It may have the something and something, and while performing the observation, like science is having, it is very much dynamic, and there is exceptions. We are playing with the life, the real life. Microbes are having their real life, so they may have their own behavior, and that may change, maybe because of a natural things or sometimes because of mutation. Same strain may behave different. It's like maybe your friend is there, regularly you are meeting, there is no any problems or associations, any of things, but one day you are just meeting, he or she shout like anything, just you are saying that hi, and start to blast. There may be so many reasons. Okay, he or she just waiting to get the blasted on someone. Okay, maybe certain reasons are there, and because of that it have happened, but the same next day it may be as simple as normal. So what would happen in that time period? If you are looking to understand in their physiological part, maybe something and something has happened in their personal part life, or the any other things are there. Okay, professional or something may happen in this case, and it has started to blast or the blast on you. Okay, so bacteria may move in these conditions also. It may blast on who? On our given the culture. Okay, so always it is not like that. In if you're working properly, everything is going on proper, but sometimes your desired result may not change, and that can be because of their changes in physiological condition either, or else there is a permanent change in their genetic structure because of mutation. I think you may have learned the mutation. Not much, maybe it's coming. There the mutations are also sometimes natural as well as the induced. Naturally there is a changes is taking place, and another is the induced, that is artificially we may provoke certain things that it causes the mutation. It's like a UV light. If you keep your same culture, these tubes you may keep in the UV light conditions, then the damages may start. Bacteria is going to have certain mutation. After the mutations, all the characters may change. So it is the totally different aspects. So 2 points are there. Okay. Pardon? That is the characteristics of all the microbes. Just I'm giving this some example. E. coli may flocculate. Pseudomonas, if you are taking, they may settle. Okay, it is like a no. There is no such specific reason. It's a characteristics of all the organism. It's another example I make you. As you are coming in the class, right? Okay, if it has been asked to do the work by yourself or the sit by yourself, sometimes if the particular characteristics happen, that some students are going to sit on the particular place itself. It is not told, but routinely it became your natural process that you are going to sit at the middle, some are going to sit at the left side, right side. No one has told you people. Then the group maybe start to grow in a way that. So it's a natural phenomenon. It's totally natural. So all the bacteria may have their own characteristics. This we are going to learn that part only. That some another it is a flocculent, evenly spreaded. They are grouped, but evenly spreaded in the whole the medium. They are not going to settle, not going to float. They are going to evenly spreaded. You can observe that some dots are there. So they will like to fly. It means you flying in the whole area. So we cannot say them you have to do this and this only. But they are doing, it's a natural. As we are doing the natural, some are coming online, some are coming offline. Both the possibilities are there. Okay, then you started to come as offline, right? Then your sitting arrangement, even if you are coming certain in a buses, many people are coming in bus, right? They have the used to habit with the sitting last or middle or some of the selected place only, right? Even you're in a canteen for a lunch, there will be some specificity is going to happen. Why? It has been told to you, anyone? No, it is not such so. It's instinct by itself. So it is not a selection, yeah, but sometimes may happen intentionally or non-intentionally. Maybe you are want to sit or something or talk with someone or you want to look someone. Natural process are there, you are going to sit another place. Those who are observing you, they come to know. Okay, that something is today different. Next is the natural. Maybe it is a one day happens. Okay, why it happens? Because maybe there is some intention. Maybe provoke, non-provoke, intentional, non-intentional, both the possibility. Maybe sometimes you are in a very much hurry to sit at your normal place. It's not possible and convenient, or someone has seated there. So you have selected another place. Another things you want to talk or the watch someone. Okay, and you have selectively changed your place. Okay, same thing is happened with all the bacteria. They are also very much choosy, very much selective. Intentional and non-intentional things is going to happen. Right? It is like if you want to torture some faculties, right? You know that this point will become whoever the faculties are there, they will like and not like. Then you may start to do your such experimentation. Next day you are normal. But the one day, because last day he or she has to like me, I will also take the some sort of the revenge. But then after you come to know, I'm not looking in a revenge, I'm coming here for learning, or this part is done. Maybe it's ignored, not ignored, or the part is completed, then you are usual. But for a time period, it was just change. Same thing is here, it's a physiology. So I'm not going to talk more than that. So I hope 3 parts is clear. Pellicle formation, second is a sedimentation, third is a flocculent growth. That means they are growing in the middle. 3 part is clear. Okay, and this is natural for all the different bacteria. Sometimes may they change their normal properties. Why they change? That's I already told, right? But normally it is behaving in this condition. But sometimes it may also change. Okay, the reasoning may be with you also now. Okay. Yeah, so based on that, yeah, basic some terminology we can have. Uniform fine turbidity, that is finely dispersed growth throughout. It is a cloudy. Okay, that is there is a no stone speciality. They are just cloudy and they are spread. Flocculent, that is flexi aggregate dispersed throughout. Pellicle, same thing, whatever we just told earlier, it is listed here. Sedimentation, ring formation. Yes, sometimes it is, we have to see the tubes. Yes, whether it is a pellicle form or a ring formation. 2 parts are coming. Ring formations mean what? That I have the sugar tubes or the vial is there. Okay. In case of pellicle formation, very dark, evenly. If you are going to observe from if you are opening from the top itself, the whole your above surface, it is covered by the bacteria. But when you are opening it and observing from the upper part, you may see that the formation of the bacteria is there, but near to the ring itself, on their surface to near to the places where it touches with their given glass material or the solid medium. There is a slight difference between them, ring formation and the pellicle formation, that need to observe from the upper part. Okay, so some bacteria are preparing the ring. Okay, the ring formation is there. Sometimes it is really difficult to identify just from the seeing from the back side, or the from the core, that you have to see from the top. Side view may give you the conclusive point whether it's a pellicle or it is a ring formation. So every bacteria are following their own way for their formation. Yeah, it is a just characteristic. What I'm just telling, that is like we are knowing that thousands of bacteria are there. The first observations, you may say that if it is the ring formation, there is a specific group of bacteria following in that category. The conclusion is just only, we are not going to do any other interpretations. We are looking to classify. This all are the characteristics for the classification. These are the some basic parameters, nothing else. They are the some parameters to classify whether it is acidophile or the other conditions are coming, then the basophiles are there, or the barophiles are there, all having their own basic characteristics. Or it is a normal. We are going to work mainly on the mesophiles. That is based on the temperature that is near to 28 to 40. Between the 25 to 30 at a room temperature growing. But all those them, maybe it is about 1000 bacteria are there. You want to classify in a certain group, then you have to study based on this characters. Right. So these are the just basic characteristics, nothing else. Okay, this part I have already told, same it is there. If you are having the liquid culture and the aerobes and anaerobes related experimentations, if you are doing, there's an obligate. Okay, and the facultative microbes are there. And the cork tube that is having the upper side, one cork is there, or the cap is there, you have closed with some loose fitting. So what's going to happen? That is the oxygen gradients may form. Higher concentration of oxygen is a higher level, low at a bottom, because it is been prepared for the anaerobic bacteria first. Okay, I have already told the anaerobic culture. During that condition, if you are growing and if you are looking for the, in that conditions to grow the, or to identify or separate out aerobic and anaerobic bacteria, then these four conditions are may happen. What's going to happen? That you have prepared the anaerobic culture, you have opened the cap. So oxygen has transferred, to dissolve within it. And very much chances is that obligate aerobes, strict aerobe, obliques means they are growing in the oxygen condition only. They will start to grow. Second conditions, that is the oblique anaerobes, will grow at the bottom itself. Third category will come facultative anaerobes. Okay, so they will like to have the oxygen first. Like E. coli is a, you can say the facultative. Oxygen availability is there, they will grow in that condition. It's like that. You can have the veg and non-veg both. Okay, both the dishes are available with you. So according to your choice, you will first select either your specific. Okay, so you will go for the veg maybe or the non-veg. If it is strict, it is given, you may have the non-veg. You are going to daily having the habit of the non-veg. Okay, or the daily having the habit of a veg only. But the choice is given in that conditions also. You will be going your first choice. So here, why to invest? In anaerobic condition, the thing is what? You can put the many things. The input is very high, output is very low. In a form of energy, ATP. NADP and FAD, maybe you are learning in the biochemistry, right? These molecules are energy generating molecules. Okay, like a growth kinetics, maybe you have learned, or the thermodynamics. They are following the law of thermodynamics. Maybe I have told just some another example. You are sitting on the fifth floor. You want to buy something or take something, right? You can go on the sixth floor or you can go in a first floor, right? Maybe it is like that. If you are very much choosy, time is also there, and some specific dishes are available only on a first floor, not on a sixth. You will go in a first floor also. Okay. And the another thing is that your selected material is available on the sixth floor. or the both floor same having the things, where you will go? You will go for the first floor or you will go for the sixth floor. You are going to be a energy saver. So both the possibilities were there. Same thing is there. You want to do your growth or you want to eat. On the sixth floor and the first floor, you are going to get the energy. But here the selections is there along with your choices is coming. So you will select from the fifth floor to sixth floor to go to the canteen. So microbes are energy saver. They are also lazy. Okay. And they don't want to do their own targeted work by investing more time and energy. So they will be become choosy for their going in facultative anaerobic condition. And last point is what? Aerotolerant anaerobes. That means some bacteria can tolerate specific some obligons. Okay, just in the last slide also that has been told. Yeah, canophiles. They essentially require sometimes essentially required mixture. Certain amount of the oxygen is essential for them. It is like that. Supplementers, those who are fully vegetarian, sometimes it's required that B12 or some vitamins after a long time they are get deficient because it's available from the milk and other, but the sources may reduce. It is a fully non-vegetarian. Then sometimes some deficiency may come related to certain nutrients. Okay, or the certain vitamins. So it is supplemented from the outer side. So they are in that conditions. They are in canophiles. Means minimum requirement will be there. It cannot be served with only one. So they have to be there with some veg and non-veg mixture is required. If you are not going to, the person is become deficient into it. The activity may got reduced down. So our aerobes, anaerobes, facultative, then the another terminals are coming as what? Obligate. Okay, and the another part is coming as a canophiles. So many examples are there, or some are the aerotolerants. Anaerobes. That means they are growing fully. But in anaerobic conditions, they don't like oxygen. They are not going to eat even. It is like that. You are sitting, veg and non-veg are both are available. But you are going to not going to take the veg, or you are not going to non-veg. Both are the friends are sitting. They will tolerate any sort of the smells are coming or anything is there, they will tolerate. So it is the aerotolerant. They are going to eat their own food only, but they will tolerate it. They are not going to show any hindrance to one to another. So they are coming in aerotolerant category. So there, why I'm showing these tubes again to you, that is by observing the tube outer side, whether you are doing the aerobic culture, anaerobic culture, or the mixotroph. Okay, mix means aerobes and anaerobes both are growing. Okay, in that conditions, by visualizing the tube itself, can you find out whether it is the same organism is started grow or not? Okay, so this is the basic characteristics that we have to keep in our mind. So I hope till this it's clear. Pellicle formation, sedimentations, and the turbidity fully. That is spreaded evenly. Okay, and the last we have seen the ring-like formation is there. Here you are not going to observe. Yeah, sometimes you can consider in that conditions. Here you can say it is what? Pellicle. Here you may say as a sedimental. Here you can say that is a pellicle or the evenly spreaded. All are shown in the different format. So you can club them with either with his particular the characteristics in a name formations or in a form of a microbes what they are growing. Okay, so this is the some basic points are there. Yeah, then after we are going to discuss about the slant. Before going in a slant, till this anybody any questions? Yeah, they are nothing. Facultatives, they are became metabolically. They will select. Okay, it is like that a veg and non-veg. The selection is given. Okay, they can eat both. But selectively, either they will go for the veg or the non-veg itself. So they will metabolically can switch on in the aerobic condition as well as anaerobic conditions. But Here, when you're talking about the anaerobes, they will going to be biochemically, metabolically. नहीं concentration નથી. એ સ્વિચ ઓન કરે છે મેટાબોલિકલી. એ શું કરે છે? એરોબિક જઈ શકશે, એનારોબિક જઈ શકે છે. બરાબર છે. તો અત્યારે એને શું કર્યું? એરોબિક કરવું સારું પડે. ઓક્સિજન લે અને કામ કરે, એટીપી જનરેશન વધારે થશે. તો શું કર્યું? ફેકલ્ટેટિવ એનારોબ થઈ જાય. ઇકોલા ઇઝ ધ બેસ્ટ એક્ઝામ્પલ. હવા મળશે એને મજા આવશે, તરત ઓમાં આવી જશે. બરાબર છે. પાછું એને હવા આપવાનું બંધ કરી દો, એનારોબ થઈ જશે. પણ સેમ કન્ડિશન્સમાં અધર ઓર્ગેનિઝમ્સ આર ધેર, they strictly live anaerobe. That means metabolic, they are doing to do a fermentative process only, not going in TCA to ETC. They are remain in biochemically. They are in a, like a, maybe you have learned the fate of pyruvates in biochemistry. If you are clear with the fundamental of the biochemistry, you can learn this part very easily or understand very easily. So they will not switch on in the aerobic kind of a respiration. They strictly remain in anaerobic, but they can tolerate. Other are those who are strict obligate anaerobes are there, or the specific are macrobes are there. If the oxygen is there, they are going to die. They cannot tolerate itself. It is like the strict choosy. They will go for the fast by chance, or it is like a veg and non-veg is there. By chance on the same table or something has just there touched the something non-veg. That means they are going for the fast for holiday. So that is maybe because of their spiritual or certain conditions are there. Same like the microbes. Strict. Oh my God, oxygen has came. I will kill myself. They are going to. Okay. Methanogens are kind of such bacteria. They cannot tolerate oxygen. They will die. Okay. And they are going to die, sacrifice themselves, but they are not going to choose any kind of oxygen. Yes, but other are the tolerant. Okay, let it be. Oxygen is there, but I will do my the non-veg or the veg. What I have selected, I can go. I will wash my hand because I have touched the non-veg things, but I will go for the my veg things. I will grow. I'm not going to kill myself, so they will tolerate. So I hope your question is clear. Everyone, with concepts, clearance is most important part. Understanding along with it. Right. Just I can say the same 4 things in one slide. Turbidity, nothing else. Pellicle formations, okay, sedimentations formations or ring formation. You can say any time, but the clearness of the answerance is there. Understanding is required. So I'm not continuing more. The slant related parts is there that I'm going to discuss in the next lecture. Okay. So you can put your attendance. Yeah, anybody having any questions, they can ask even. Yes, you have any questions? No, you can ask to me. Otherwise, in next lecture, I will not allow you people to sit together. That is a strict part from my end. Because you can have your mask, but your eyes are telling you are speaking, having some fun. Okay, I will not tolerate and I will not allow you. You can have the fun any time. I will give the 5 or 10 minutes. At the last, I will discuss in a way that initially also I have started. But during class, I don't like it. I can keep your record. I will give the attendance with remarks that they don't want to attend. They want to have the fun and they are sitting outside or sitting idle at outside. If you want, I will give that part also. But I will not tolerate internal talking. Huh? So fine, so ending here. Okay, anybody having maybe any questions in the next lecture? Because there's just few terminology I have taught, right? I am taking more time just for your understanding. Same thing can be done otherwise in a 10 minutes itself also. But I'm giving putting my more energy for your development purpose. Same could be otherwise go many shortest period also. But I'm not looking. I'm just looking that you may at least learn few concepts. Just not a mug up. I hope.